What is up? Welcome to Outside the Top 25 in our Week to Shine, Week 0. Week 0 is the ultimate Outside the Top 25 week.
It's an homage to Hawaii.
It's what makes college football truly great. When you're watching teams like Vanderbilt and UTEP. I mean, just the list goes on and on.
FIU.
San Diego
Big
State.
week for them.
Yeah, this is
the crown jewel, Louisiana Tech.
Oh, love them. Yeah, I'm excited. There's finally games to gamble on. I mean, even, they're playing a ranked team, but San Jose State, that's a classic outside the top 25 team. We love them.
We do.
But
playing with a heavy heart. Cordero.
Why? What?
Cordero's playing with a heavy heart.
Why is that?
Maui.
Oh, is he from Maui?
He's from the islands.
It'd be funny if he was from just that one island that no one's allowed to go to. The secluded island at the end that lives like this weird.
I like the
Amish life.
trail that you can't go on.
Where?
There's multiple of them, but I think it's like Heaven's Gate or something, where it's it's technically too dangerous to climb.
Oh, sick.
But you get fined or something if you get caught up.
Really?
There. Yeah.
I don't really like hiking, but I want someone else to go and film
Did you
it.
not hike in your Hawaii trip?
I did. I hated it.
Hated it.
It's stupid.
That's all I did for the most part.
Yeah.
Went to the beach. We
hiked.
hiked.
I'm a big hiker. I'm more of a sit on the beach in a what are they called? The big tents.
Cabana.
It's early. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, you're not really a beach boy because you're not sitting out in the sun.
No. I'm in the cabana, shaded, like 5 fucking margaritas.
I'm disappointed
deep.
we didn't get cabanas for the UCF game for week 1. But
Do you sell cabanas?
there's cabanas in the end zone. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah! You should have gotten a cabana. If you're ever gonna be able to get one, it's at Kent State.
And there's that classic call when we played USF in that crazy game.
Yeah. Wasn't it the championship game?
No, it was
For-
end of the season.
But to get to but
No, we were undefeated.
Okay.
And takes it to the house, to the cabanas.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wasn't UCF good that year though, or they had a good offense? Or
We were
something?
undefeated.
What?
We were undefeated in USF.
USF, I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
They were good that year too.
They had 10 wins or 11 wins. Yeah. It's like their last good season.
It was a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I loved that game. That was a fun game to watch. But before we get into the picks, we do have some sort of extremely outside the top 25 news to get to.
I know.
You want to cover it? You wrote the doc.
It's kind of hilarious.
I love it.
The ACC is looking to add SMU, Cal, and Stanford through
what does the A stand for?
pay-to-play scheme.
Yeah.
Atlantic Coast, yeah.
Atlantic Coast.
Got to add that Pacific Coast on that Atlantic Coast.
What? It's all one ocean, really?
Can we move the schools?
Yeah. All the water's connected. It's all one ocean.
We're all one Earth.
We are. So, makes sense.
It does. However, in order to do so, SMU, Cal, and Stanford would literally have to pay their way in.
Mm-hmm.
So,
kind of pay their way in by not getting any money, right?
No.
Oh, they also have to pay their way in?
So here's the thing. The inclusion of all 3 schools is heavily discussed in part because they would come with significant financial concessions from each of the schools. The conversations within the ACC this week revolved around how that additional money would be distributed among conference members. So it's essentially the mob just being like, hey, you want in?
But I think the way they're paying is it increases the TV revenue, but they won't take it. So that
No,
TV...
they are coming in, creating a pool of money from the 3 schools to distribute to the other ACC members.
I think that pool of money is from their TV rights increase. But then these schools aren't taking it. SMU is straight up... So Cal and Stanford, I think, will get a little bit, but SMU is straight up taking nothing for 7 years. And I read something the other day that was like, yeah, we got the boosters to cover it.
Easily.
Yeah. They were between... They specifically mentioned the Hunt family, who own the Kansas City Chiefs, as being yeah, they'll help cover it because the Hunts all go to SMU and shit like that. I regret not trying to date a Hunt girl when I was trolling around SMU a decade ago. I should have just put 2 and 2 together, found her.
You found yourself a Dallas girl. You found yourself the wrong Dallas girl.
I know. God damn it.
Courtney lied to you all these years.
I was like, what do you mean you're not part of the Campbell soup fortune? Her last name's her maiden name's Campbell.
I want your logic out of here. I think they have to literally pay a tax to get in. Whether it's they don't take money or not, like it's still a portion of the money that these three schools would receive are now being distributed to everybody else in the ACC. And I mean, get it while you can, because Florida State, Clemson, they're out very soon.
Yeah,
you have to think. I don't think the ACC is long for this world.
I actually, by the way, just in terms of like Atlantic, I do think SMU vibes with it. They have a very Nantucket vibe,
Sure.
They're old money.
Sure.
They'll blend in with.
I wouldn't describe Dallas as Nantucket, but off.
I mean, they're just the colorful outfits, and they're very preppy, like the Northeast part of the ACC.
We still doing salmon shorts?
They are. Certainly. Salmon never goes away up there.
More of a 2012 thing.
Not in some places.
Fashion never grows.
Some places it's forever.
Yeah, you. It's you. You're talking about yourself.
Yeah, I'm one of them. It's timeless. It's a timeless look.
Still wearing your backwards cap. You got your boat shoes on.
The backwards cap out, dude. I haven't worn boat shoes in a while. I own them, but I don't wear them very often. I don't need
But you do own them.
I do own them, yeah. Of course. But
when's the last time you were on a boat?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Okay. It's been a minute.
Years and years. Maybe my honeymoon.
You yearn for the days.
No, I don't. I don't want to be on a boat. I don't care about a boat. I want to be on land, drinking a margarita in a cabana. That's all I want.
One of those tent things.
Yeah, brain's not fucking working right now.
It's early in the morning. This will be going out later tonight. But let's get to some picks, man.
Let's get to some picks.
So we'll discuss. Last year, we discussed this on the preview show. Rob had a bit of a... We both had a worse year than the year before.
Yeah. Now,
Rob really fell off a cliff.
To be fair, I fell behind, and I was trying to catch you and just had to start chucking balls.
You had to fade me, yeah.
I had to fade you, and I had to just take swings.
So this is a new narrative that I'm bad at gambling, but I mean the records from 2022 and 2021 will show that is not the case in football. No. But who knows? Maybe this year I suck.
Maybe you're even worse.
Maybe I'm just down this year in everything. But 2022, I went 118, 101, and 4, so 52.9%. You went 95, 116, and 4, so 44.186%.
Not ideal.
2021, a little better. I went 131, 108, 4, 54.8%, and then you went 126, 124, 5, and 4, a little over 50%, 50.2%. So this includes all the spreads and the over-unders.
Right.
I didn't count the money line picks. It was just different.
That was where I was doing great.
I know, that's why I didn't include it.
I was crushing it at money line.
Just no relevance for the spreads.
Oh my God!
Are
we doing money lines this year? Our money line dog. Our money line dog of the week. We have to.
Yeah, we'll do our money line dog of the week.
Okay. I don't know if we're gonna have one this week, to be honest, but actually, we can do one this week because I do have one this week.
I do have one this week as well.
Okay. I bet it's the same one.
It's actually the first game.
So it is the same one.
Probably. So we got UTEP, 1-point favorite.
Yeah.
At Jacksonville State. Now, to those at home, Jacksonville State's actually in Alabama, not Jacksonville.
Well,
Florida.
Is it probably in Jacksonville, Alabama?
It is.
So it is in Jacksonville,
but not not the Jacksonville you're familiar with.
Right. It's like man, there's so many dumb schools like that where there's like city name state. I fucking hate that.
Philadelphia, Mississippi.
No, but I mean, like, it's the school is whatever state. You know what I mean? But it's named after the city that's in the state. It'd be like, I'm like blanking on it.
Weber
San Jose State.
Weber State.
Yeah.
Cleveland State.
It's so dumb. I fucking hate it. Cleveland, not even the right Cleveland, I believe.
Where's Cleveland State? I think it is West Coast because isn't that where?
That is it is in Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, so that is right. Cleveland State is actually where my boy Dennis Gates came from.
There you go. So let's talk a little bit about this game. UTEP's returning a line that will get into the backfield. Should be among the league leaders in yards allowed rushing, as they led the conference last year in yards allowed rushing. The only team that rushed for 200 yards against them was Oklahoma.
Ooh, but that's pathetic. Oklahoma's bad.
Bit of a jump.
Oklahoma's bad. Pathetic.
They weren't that bad.
Terrible effort. Oklahoma's one of the worst teams in the
especially
country.
Early on.
One of the worst teams in the country last year.
Welcome to the FBS and Conference USA Jacksonville State. Our guy, Rich Rod, back for year 2.
Still here.
Coming off a 9-2 campaign. Brings back a veteran offensive line, an explosive but one-dimensional quarterback in Zion Webb.
Mm-hmm.
Just a running threat. It's going to be a committee, running back by committee. So you're going to see a healthy dose of an unstoppable force versus an immovable object.
I don't think running back by committee never really bothers me.
No. Fresh legs.
Fresh legs. I mean, that's I feel even like really good teams where they're just loaded with 5 stars like Georgia or Bama back in the day. I mean, like who was Yeldon was splitting time. He was the freshman. Who was it Derrick Henry and Yeldon were like their running back by committee? Yeah, like that's fucking insane. But even like Georgia had Michelle and
this is why
Chubb.
Every like powerhouse team, like in Alabama, Georgia, when Ross is like, oh, they don't have a quarterback, who cares?
Yeah. And they do have some 5-stars sitting there.
Sure.
You just haven't heard of them
You've
yet.
Never
but
heard of them.
even great like Missouri.
But guess what? Guess what they're going to do? They're going to play awesome defense, and they're going to fucking run it down your throat.
Right. Even like Missouri, though, their teams usually go running back by committee to an extent. Not great this year, but in the past, like Henry Josie, Marcus Murphy, and Russell Hansborough.
Mm-hmm.
Like good teams do that. Like it's so running back by committee. Obviously in the NFL, we talk about how running backs are, pay them the minimum wage or whatever, but yeah, man, fresh legs. Like you can't typically give someone 30 carries a game.
No.
Especially when now they're also receivers.
I'm actually feeling Jacksonville State here. I think jumping up in conference or jumping up to the FBS, maybe some JMU vibes here.
I like Jacksonville State here.
Like Jacksonville State may be competitive in this conference, like off the bat.
Also, let's not overlook the line's only 1, and they're a home dog.
Home dog.
So you're giving me
home dog of the week.
Home dog that Vegas barely believes in the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Give me Jacksonville State.
Same. So we're both from the money line. We're starting the season off with a money line dog of the week.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely should take the money line. Like, what's even the point of it?
Taking the point.
Yeah.
Just in case they lose by I don't know.
1?
In overtime on a 2-point conversion or something to win.
Who cares?
But yeah, I think Rich Rod, this is a good spot for him. Yes. Low stakes, turn a program around, kind of retire here maybe.
I think, if you're so there's people like Dana Holgorsen who, he went to Houston to, like I've said many times, go get drunk at that random Tommy Bahamas bar and just kind of like play out of life. I think he knows that this is his career and he just wants easy. But if you're like a football nerd who is no longer employable, and I don't know if Rich Rod is this way, but I kind of think he is. Yeah, man, just go play with your toys and do weird shit at a little school that'll be happy you're there.
Like, honestly, Arizona was the perfect school for him.
It should have been.
It should have been, but he
did some stuff.
Yeah. Some things that will be overlooked at Jacksonville State.
Yeah. Honestly,
even at Arizona, you're still going to raise some eyebrows.
Well, even Arizona fans, though, are like a little bit. They're just at some point they want something more than an 8-win season. Like they're going to ask for a conference championship game appearance, maybe even a New Year's Six Bowl once a decade. And I don't know if Rich Rod was going to deliver that to them.
I don't think Arizona fans have expectations at all.
I think that they've been beaten down pretty heavily at this point.
That's what happens.
But the Arizona football in like the 90s, it's a good program.
I think you're hopeful as an Arizona sports fan, like especially for basketball. But when it comes to football, you're like, oh man, if we get 8 wins this year, that's a good year.
But I mean, I don't know. At some point, you're like, we could be as good as anyone else, except for like the very big boys.
No, I think they're very, very reasonable people out there.
All right.
They don't really care.
I mean, that's the number one school I would go to if I had to do it all over again.
I've thought about this. Like each school I would go to, depending if you get 10 tries at college, you get to relive 10 different lives. Which team would you go to in each conference?
Yeah.
Pac-12 right now.
What is that even?
It would either be between Arizona State, or Colorado.
I'd go Arizona, USC.
Maybe Oregon as well. Oregon's up there.
Yeah. I'd go probably Arizona, USC, Colorado.
Okay.
Never Utah.
Never Utah. It's a rule we live by. Never Utah.
Never Utah.
But anyway, next up, we have UMass catching 7 at New Mexico State. Over-under is 45. Jerry killing the boys. Coming off a 7-6 season.
Jerry Kill.
Only
The name I haven't heard in a while.
Only their 3rd winning season this century.
Yeah, I'm sure. UMass is fucking terrible.
No, not UMass. New Mexico State.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
No, yeah. UMass sucks. UMass, Don Brown, former DC at Michigan.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? Jerry Kill's at UMass?
No, Jerry Kill's New Mexico State second year. Don Brown at UMass. 1-11 last year. Not great. Not ideal.
No.
Not how you want to start your coaching career.
No.
They do have former 4-star Clemson quarterback Tyson Pumajan.
Sweet. That guy's down bad.
Yeah. Going from
what crime did he commit?
Dabo
I mean that literally.
To UMass.
What crime did he commit? This is like a Kitna landing spot.
You know, I didn't do the proper research on whether or not he committed crimes.
Like, did he hit someone in a
against
DUI?
humanity?
Like, didn't kill him, but like crippled someone in a
Right.
DUI?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think he's all in all an upstanding citizen. I'm not sure.
It can't have been an academic reason. It's not.
I think it was just playing time.
But that's
It's a huge drop off. I know.
Yeah.
It's a huge drop off. But maybe he's like, you know what? The Minutemen, they got a really experienced offensive line.
Is he from Massachusetts?
No. No, he's not. Does a name like Pumajan sound
I don't know.
like he's from fucking Boston? Just look him up.
I'm going to.
Also,
This is-
Tyson, Taisun. Very much Samoan.
he looks black.
Black Samoan.
Yeah. He is from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Ah.
So
More,
went
more
home.
you know.
Yeah, went near home.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's an upset in my mind.
What?
That he's from Connecticut.
Yeah.
That makes more sense then. So
U.S. is in Amherst, right?
yeah, which
Okay.
is
2 hours. He's 2 hours from home.
Amherst is nowhere, Massachusetts. By
I know.
The way. That is a school I would not want to go to. I know it has
UMass?
like a party rep, but like
No, it's like a gross party rep, though. It's like a SUNY school. Or
it's
something.
it's like Massachusetts version of Chico.
Yeah, like no, I don't want to go to UMass. Ugh. The only time I ever thought UMass was cool was when Marcus Camby played there.
I still don't think it was
under
that
Coach
cool.
Cal.
Yeah, Cal was fine there, but like I've never seen UMass as a cool school.
I liked those Camby teams, but that was about it.
Sure. Who you going with here? It's a rematch of last year's 23-13 thriller.
Give me.
UMass looking to get revenge.
Yeah, I'm actually taking New Mexico State and the over.
You're going over, really?
Yep, taking the over.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. It's a very simple reason. This is S&P Plus's biggest over difference of the week.
Yeah, because S&P Plus is really humming right now.
Yeah.
They have a lot of data to go off of.
I'm just telling you.
Let's see.
It's a low over, too. It's 44.
It's 45.
Did it go up to 45?
It's 45
Well, I don't care.
on mybookie.com,
I'll take it.
where you're placing all of our bets.
All the bets. But I
Now,
like the over there.
What do you do when you go to mybookie.com?
Use the promo code Drinking Bros,
Sure.
and that'll double your first deposit up to $1,000. So if you want a free $1,000 to
To
gamble
bet
with,
on New Mexico State.
yep, that's where you should put it all. then that's what you do.
I agree. I think New Mexico State's going to kind of mollywop UMass again.
Yeah.
But I don't think the over hits.
You don't think the over hits?
If I'm not going to touch it.
With a 4-star QB?
I'm not going to touch it.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to touch it.
But I think like New Mexico State wins this, like, if I was to put a score out there, maybe like 24-10.
Okay.
It's going to suck. I'm not going to watch this game.
No, not wasting my time.
I'm not wasting a single second.
Because this game is on...
Is it on at the same time as another
7 o'clock,
game?
so it's the same time as Hawaii Vanderbilt, basically, which is what I will be tuning
I will
into.
watch that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, give me New Mexico State.
I mean, my viewing...
Give me Jerry killing the boys.
My viewing for week 0 is Navy Notre Dame. And then I guess I'll watch UTEP at Jacksonville State to fill the time until Hawaii Vanderbilt starts. And then I'll watch San Jose State USC.
What time's the Ohio-San Diego State game?
It's at 7. So,
oh, that's a good game, too.
Yeah.
No, it is. That's like a game I actually will enjoy watching.
I'm just more interested in Vanderbilt, and we'll get to talk about them in a
I'll
second.
have 2 TVs set up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Now, what's getting the bigger screen? Probably Vandy.
Yeah, probably Vandy. Yeah.
But only for like half the first quarter, because Vandy's going to get up pretty big.
Yeah.
And then I'll switch it over to Ohio-San Diego State because that'll be more competitive.
That's fair.
All right. Speaking of Ohio-San Diego State, Ohio's catching 2.5 on the road. Star quarterback Curtis Rourke back after tearing his ACL. Ready to go. Again, one of the MAC's most explosive offenses last year. Backfield's back. Got a bunch of their receivers back. Yeah, they should be able to put up points, but this is a hard-nosed San Diego State team led by Brady Hoke. He's going to run the ball. He's going to move the chains. He's going to chunk them to death. He's going to play good defense.
Yeah.
The San Diego State team, this has been their identity for at least the last fucking
That's
10
like their
years.
sports identity.
Just being ugly.
Because that's
ugly
how they,
football, ugly basketball.
Yeah, that's how they do it. They're just like, we're going to pound you to death in the
Made a Final Four last year.
They did. I thought they were going to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
then, I mean, UConn was the best team. UConn was the best team last year.
Mm-hmm.
They had a little lull in the middle of the season.
They just kind of lost focus.
Pretty much. But we were pretty early on them being like, oh, yeah, UConn's great.
Yeah. Well, Ken Pom loved them the whole year. Like, even when they were playing like shit, they were a top 5 team.
And you are a slave to statistics.
I am. It's easier for me to look at a spreadsheet than think.
That makes sense.
I'm
more of an eye test guy.
Go with your gut.
Trust it. It's the second brain.
It's true.
This is a tough one.
Not for me.
Because I think Ohio is going to be explosive again. They're going to be fun. Curtis Rourke, you'll remember, he is just so goofy in his mechanics.
Yeah.
I don't think he's an NFL quarterback. I'll go on that block.
Most college quarterbacks aren't.
I know. But
no one was thinking there was an NFL quarterback in this game.
This was a joke.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
His mechanics are just... He's just so goofy.
Yeah, but
that's so weird.
That's what makes this game so fun.
It is.
And I don't mean this game. I mean this game, the Royal game.
Jalen Maiden for San Diego State will at least be kind of an upgrade-ish. He played a little bit last year. He's fine. He's an all-around game manager for the most part. All you got to do is run the ball. Brady Hoke. Play good D.
Yep. I love San Diego
got
State.
a lot of holes to fill on defense, but like that's what they do. They plug and play.
Yeah.
They find new guys to play defense. They have a good
San Diego State
core.
is, to me, like a good... Like, I feel like if they aren't already, that is a school that should do very well in the transfer market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just grabbing dudes who
Especially without the Pac-12.
Yes.
Like, when the Mountain West is just kind of like that fringe G5, P5 team.
Right.
Or a conference.
The biggest reason, though, that San Diego State, why I'm taking them to cover, easy, it's 2.5, too, right?
It's 2.5.
It opened at 3.5. So the line's dropped. I love that. All they have to do is win by a field goal. San Diego State's got something to prove because they told their own conference to fuck off before they even had anywhere to go. So they got to start winning games. They got to win a lot of games. They got to look attractive because you know what the key to being...
So you're saying San Diego State is trying to leave the Mountain West?
They said that they were. They announced it. They were like, "We're leaving," and then the Pac-12 was like, "We didn't invite you."
And the Pac-12 was like, "We're not a conference."
And then
anymore.
then they're like, "We're dead." The Pac-12 was like, "Oh, we didn't invite you," and then died 4 days later. And now San Diego State's just like,
I must have missed that. Yeah.
Did you not see that?
No.
Oh my God.
They would be I mean, if the Big 12 is going to be a basketball conference, come on down, San Diego State.
Just everyone. Yeah. But San Diego State. They need to. They have to prove something because you know what the key to conference realignment is. What makes you an attractive conference realignment member?
What's that?
Being good right at that moment. Your history doesn't matter. Your resources barely matter.
Yeah.
It's just being good right in that 3-year window when a conference is adding teams.
I've been to San Diego State's campus too.
Yeah.
Facilities are lacking.
Yeah, I'm sure. Almost nothing matters.
It's almost like maybe it's just a bad neighborhood I was in.
Yeah.
But it was just like, okay. There's an office building, there's a school building, and there's a trap house. Okay. Sick.
It's I honestly like, you know how the college campus in general is like a revered place, and it's like, you know, college campuses, they're so beautiful, and I think most of them are trash.
A lot of them are.
Like, and let me give you a list of the
half the reason I went to UCF is because it was fucking beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
it's when you're on campus, There's nothing in between.
Yeah. University of Missouri is a beautiful campus, but like, I'll just run through the Texas campuses I've been to. UT, trash campus. They have that little strip with the tower that's kind of nice, but overall, trash campus. A&M, we both agree that it looks like
a state penitentiary.
A state penitentiary. Yeah. I don't even have to go to Texas Tech to know that campus is probably garbage, but to be fair, I haven't been there. Texas State, trash campus.
But I mean, I'll be fair to San Diego State. I was staying with like, you know, a then student-ish.
Yeah.
Ish. So like, maybe not the best living situation when you're 22.
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't.
Here's one that'll maybe surprise you. TCU, trash campus. Really bland. Every building is.
That does surprise me.
Every building is tan. Like every it's not a.
It's not like Fort Worth.
What?
I think Fort Worth's really cool.
It is, but TCU's campus sucks. It's not that great. It is like its own thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it is like you're on campus. It's just I don't like any of the architecture of the campus. The only campus I've been to in Texas where I've been like, wow, this is beautiful across the board is SMU.
All right, so you're going with San Diego State.
Yeah.
I just don't like the trend that we're going right now. We've agreed on the last 2 games. I got to change it up. I don't trust you. I'm going Ohio.
Okay.
Ohio plus 2.5.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
I will.
I mean, I've at least tried to be a little different. I took an over. You haven't taken any overs or unders for that
I'm
matter.
scared.
What?
I'm scared.
Well,
because you never know what to expect from week 1. Week 1 to week 2 is when they make the biggest jumps. But week 0, man, that first game, the offense could hum, the defense could hum. You have no idea.
it is interesting with a lot of these, especially because these games. So like you could say like Notre Dame, Navy, or USC, San Jose State, or even Vanderbilt, Hawaii. That's like preseason games for those power teams, right? But these other games. UTEP, Jacksonville State, UMass, New Mexico State, Ohio, San Diego State. These are games. This isn't a preseason for either team. You know, this isn't a tune-up. They're coming out into the arena, week 0.
These are games. You're right.
Like, they're real games.
They're games.
They're real games.
It's a football game.
USC at San Jose State, or San Jose State at USC is not a real game. Navy, Notre Dame could have been a real game depending on the year, but it probably won't be.
Navy's been down.
Yeah.
Navy's been down. You're right. But, I mean, Ohio, San Diego State, this could be like you could have like a really great season if you win this game.
Yeah.
Because Ohio wins this game. I mean, they're one of the favorites in the MAC. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think they could look for double-digit wins. Yeah.
I
don't know about New Year's 6, but definitely like 10, 11 wins.
If they're 11-1, win their conference, because they have a championship game.
Sure.
So 12-1.
Sure, they're still in the MAC. Got to remember they're still in the MAC.
All they have to be is top what?
It's the last MAC team to make the New Year's 6, probably Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
And they got
Well, that's the BCS, but yeah.
They got run. Well, same thing. BCS,
Yeah.
year 6.
Doesn't matter. All they have to be is top 15, right?
But that Northern Illinois team, I believe, was undefeated. No.
We were close to it. That team was such a fucking fraud, though. That was so stupid.
Didn't pass my eye test.
No, never did.
Never did. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go on to the, I guess, our big game of the week.
This is the game I'm most interested in.
Hawaii Vandy. Hawaii catching 17.5. Over-under is only 56.5. The question is, will Hawaii be juiced up for the Islands?
Play for Maui.
At least for a half.
Honestly, everything I've read about Maui, I would just be too depressed to play football. It's like, oh, the wildfires and people died, but once I started really reading the news about it,
oh, and they're all children.
It made me like just want to jump off a bridge. Like it's
as a father,
as a father, it made me want to.
Broke your heart,
really,
yeah.
I just like you just get like sad and don't want to move after you read about those fucking fires. It's fucking
dude, it's fucking
awful.
beautiful. I don't want that to fucking burn.
Yeah, the trees too, I guess, but mostly the kids.
Mostly the kids. The kids, that's awful, terrible. But I mean, it's also
The nature.
It's a wonderful vacation spot.
Yeah, I haven't been to
We've
Maui
lost.
yet. And I guess I won't anytime soon.
They will rebuild.
They've actually
Hawaiian
said
people
they're
come
like,
together.
there was like a minute where they're like, tourists, stop coming here. The island's on fire. We need the hotels for you. But they're like, please start coming back immediately because they don't want like a COVID 2.0 where
They don't want to lose money, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's a giant portion of their
that is their
economy.
That is their economy.
Yeah.
It's their whole fucking economy.
Yeah, yeah. Other than the fruit.
I guess a little fruit, yeah. A little bit of fruit. But I'm really excited for this Hawaii Vanderbilt game because I am not sure that there's a bad team in the SEC this year.
I don't think Vandy's bad.
They're not.
I think they're
They're feisty as fuck.
kind of be on the up and up.
That
was actually my bold prediction in the preview shows. They're going to make a bowl game.
It's not that bold.
Okay, well.
It's not that bold. Look at their schedule again real quick.
It's kind of bold if you look at their schedule.
Yeah, well, fair enough. Every SEC schedule is awful. But here's the thing about that, though. I think they're going to finish
I think 6 and
14,
6.
13. They'll probably be 12th in the SEC.
Because, look, obviously they're going to beat Hawaii. We just know this. I have them currently in a minus 1,000 money line spot on a parlay. It's just like a 5-leg parlay.
Against Hawaii?
Against Hawaii.
That's funny.
With like Max Holloway and stuff.
Yeah, why not?
It's a combination of UFC and college football this week.
Do what you got to do.
But they got Hawaii. They'll win that game. Alabama A&M. They'll win. They'll beat Wake. They'll beat UNLV. So that's 4-0 right there. They're going to come out the gates 4-0.
4-0. And by the way, they catch Kentucky at home, who they beat on the road last year.
They also catch Missouri at home, who they're going to beat.
They're not going to beat Missouri.
They're going to beat Missouri.
Nah, they're not going to beat Missouri. But they will beat Florida again.
Well, maybe. It's in the swamp.
I'm not worried about it.
We've already gone through this, but I think they can pull off 6 games there.
They're easily going to pull off 6 games. They start 4-0. At worst, they start 3-1.
Yeah,
At worst, they start 3-1.
But then you got Auburn, you got Tennessee, you got South Carolina, you got Georgia.
Don't worry about Auburn. I like them to beat Florida.
Okay. In the swamp.
Florida's down bad right now, man.
They're not down that bad.
They're down badder than you think.
All right. Anyway, back to this game. Second season for Timmy Chang. Can Timmy just fucking play quarterback too?
Might as well.
Get back to the old days.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Second most revered Hawaiian quarterback next to Colt McCoy. Or Colt Brennan.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Colt Brennan.
Colt Brennan just wanted to cement his place in Hawaii lore.
How's that?
By dying young. He was like Kobe. Kobe, people don't understand. Kobe crashed that helicopter.
He made him go up. That is true.
Yeah.
He's like, we're making this game.
And he was
Mamba mentality. He
Mamba.
Mamba mentality until they crash into a cliff.
Yeah. What is it? Win or die, man.
I think Hawaii's not going to be as big of a mess as they were last year.
Why? Just because it's another year under their coach?
Another year. The team was totally fucking depleted when Chang took over.
As happens.
Because, I mean, Todd Graham just left that place a total fucking mess.
Yeah. I don't know why, by the way, Hawaii is a school that some football nerd should retire to. You know what I mean? Just playing with his toys.
Yeah, but Todd Graham was never a good fit.
No. He's
too intense.
You need to be chill and you need to sling it.
And he's living too much off that one Arizona State year where they beat Notre Dame.
Yeah.
The only visual when I think of Todd Graham is when a corner for Arizona State gets a pick six, seals the game to beat Notre Dame, and he's like celebrating with his boys on the sideline. Todd Graham goes over and just yells at him for celebrating. Like, act like you've been there before. No, dude, it's Arizona State. We haven't been here before.
They have not.
Man.
I mean, I guess the Jake Plummer year, but that's about it.
So, fuck Todd Graham. Come on, Timmy Chang. Get this program back in order. They have no chance to win. You're right. 17.5. Big boy line. Over under 56.5. I just think it's going to be a little closer. Last year was such a bloodbath.
It was. The problem is that maybe Hawaii has gotten better. Maybe. But, like, Vanderbilt has definitely gotten better.
On the defensive side. Offense is a little unproven now, but
they're moving in the right direction again.
Yeah.
They're a scary,
getting better recruits
feisty team. They're well coached, clearly. Like, you don't pull off wins against Kentucky and Florida if you're not a cohesive team.
I'm just going to take the over.
Okay.
Just because I feel comfortable that Hawaii might put up some points.
Okay. I'm taking Vandy.
Just like kind of bullshit points.
Garbage time?
Garbage.
Yeah. I'm just taking Vandy to cover. What is the line right now?
17.5.
Okay. It opened at 18. So it's moved to Hawaii a little bit. I think it dropped it to as low as 16.5. Mm-hmm. And then I think it ticked back up. But
I mean, Vandy will score. They might get a big I don't know. Maybe Hawaii comes out firing. Like that first half, they got the energy playing for the island.
Yeah.
And then eventually they kind of falter off.
They're not gonna be able to hang. I imagine too. I know it's Vanderbilt, but I imagine that even Vandy is going to have serious depth advantages over Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like on the lines.
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much Samoans can do. You know?
So, yeah, I'm taking Vandy to cover for sure. Okay. They're winning by 3 touchdowns.
I just want to get back to that old school, it's a Hawaii game, you got to take the over. Just always take the over in a Hawaii game.
Weird things happen at night.
That wasn't the case last year. They weren't very good last year.
No.
But I want us to get back on track. I need Timmy, we don't need to be good. We need to be fun. We need the Rainbow Warriors to be fun.
Yes. I need something late at night to just enjoy.
To get me out of my earlier bets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your fucking 11 a.m. Big Ten bets that went tits up.
Oh, yeah. Those games at Northwestern. Ugh. Gross. And then finally, last game on our dock. Florida International catching 11.5 at La Tech. Over-unders 59. Tuesday, Mike McIntyre announced that Grayson James will be the starting quarterback for FIU. Last year was pretty middling. He had 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, only 2,000 yards passing.
Perfectly balanced.
Won 4 games for the Panthers in 2022. Big story entering this week is Bulldogs starting running back Marquise Crosby will be out. He's injured. He was named he was an honorable mention All-American. And last time Crosby faced the Panthers, he rushed for 115 yards and 2 touchdowns. So a big component of this Louisiana Tech offense. However, little blast from the past. Podcast favorite. A man transferring in from Boise, Hank Bachmeier.
Okay.
Quarterback for your Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Sweet. Love that.
Love me some fucking Hank Bachmeier.
I know you do. I love a Boise State quarterback anywhere.
Hammerin' Hank. He'll always have that win against Florida State. He'll always have that game.
That was a great game. Fuck, that game was great. Was that Norvell year 1, or was that the year that killed, what's his name?
It wasn't Norvell.
So who's the dude before that?
This game was
Willie Taggart.
Yeah, it killed Willie Taggart.
That was the year that killed Willie Taggart.
I think so.
I always want to say Willie Randolph, which is the old Mets manager, but yeah, Willie Taggart.
Let me just double check. It was 2019. So 2019, I'm pretty sure it was Willie.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that might have been the end of him. No, it was Norvell. Fuck.
So Norvell year 1. Okay, so that was what everyone had. That was when everyone was like, is he going to work out? Is it going to be good?
Actually, not Norvell. Norvell was named the coach in December 8th, 2019. So yeah, it killed Willie.
It was the year that killed Willie.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go. The spread is, what's the spread? It opened at 10, but
11.5.
11.5. I think Florida International covers. I think FIU covers. Yeah, that's a lot of points. I'm not feeling it.
Okay. I'm not really feeling the Panthers this year.
Okay.
Bulldog's going to be, I think they're just going to be humming. My boy Bachmeier's
Even without their guy?
Yeah, Bachmeier's going to sling it.
All right.
He's going to throw it to Smoke Harris. Smoke Harris had 65 receptions last year. Going to be their big target. Should be their top target. I think we're going to have a big La Tech game just to set the tone for the season. I'll go La Tech to cover the 11.5. I think they win probably by 3 touchdowns.
All right.
FIU stinks. They stink.
Fine. That's fair. They are one of the lowest rated teams in the league. I'll say this. I'll take the over as well.
You'll take the over too.
Yeah, 58.5.
You're just firing week 0.
Firing. I'm coming out swinging because I'm going to build a lead and make you nervous.
It's not possible.
I'm going to make you chase me.
I would never. Never go chasing.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know who the last rated team in S&P Plus is? Like the lowest rated team?
It's not UMass?
No. It's Kent State.
It's Kent State?
Yeah, your opening week opponent.
So, yeah, hammer UCF minus 35. We'll talk about that next week, hopefully. We should be coming a little earlier next week because of travel schedule, so expect our next show to be Tuesday probably. If we can, whenever we can figure out what we have to do, like a million shows. So
yeah, it's gonna be a crazy week.
It's gonna be a crazy week. Hope to see you again. We'll probably be Tuesday or Wednesday. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's gonna be games starting like Thursday, so
yeah,
we have to get it in early. Right. This week we're late just because there's no games until
no games. Yeah, just week 0. We had 5.
We would not normally come out on a Friday.
No.
Yeah,
but we'll keep track of the records. We'll always be transparent with our picks.
Always.
We're not sharps. We're not fucking here. We're not taking your money. Be like, hey, a couple grand, I'll give you some picks. No, we're just idiots.
Yeah.
And we're giving
telling you.
I'm firing from the gut. I'm the eye test guy. He's the stats guy. Clearly, I've worked the last 2 years. He hasn't.
Except on my money line picks, which Dan refuses to include. But that's fine.
People care about spreads. I don't care about money lines.
But yeah, we're going, and look, we're 2 psychos who watch the weird games.
I'm just bored, man.
Yeah.
I ain't got a whole lot going on in my life. You have a family. It makes sense because you can just watch your kid and watch a game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly.
And just rock them to sleep.
Yeah.
I have no excuse.
You just do.
I just don't have a life. So.
I mean, but I'm a psycho sports fan in a way too. Like I watch like 90 baseball games a year, and if you can do that,
that's just dad.
You can watch.
That's dad life.
Yeah, but if you can do that, if you can watch like 15 baseball games in August, you can watch Vandy Hawaii.
You can watch UMass UTEP.
Yeah.
Or
you have that sort of tolerance.
UMass New Mexico State.
Yeah, you have that talent. So that's what it is. That's all I got.
Big things coming this year.
Yeah.
Big things coming.
That's all I got.
See ya.